Hey guys, here we are back again for a little digital appetizer for your virtual lunch and learn. Today I wanted to talk to you. I was meeting yesterday with a client and he was sharing a great story with me about one of his colleagues that back in the day used to set up on the street corners in the city with these little signs, with his phone number, and he learned after a while that the city, if he did it Monday through Friday, the city would come and take down his signs. So he learned that what the rules were and figured out, okay, if I go on the weekend, then I can have my signs up after. If I go out there at about 5:05, once the city sign guy had gone home for the weekend, then his signs would stay up basically until Monday morning. So he would put these signs up and he would, write his little message on there with his phone number. And, he literally had a hotel room and he would sit there and wait for the phone to ring. And that's how he got new customers. And as he's telling the story, I couldn't help but to laugh and think about, like, what a great story of guerrilla marketing from back in the day this guy was telling. But, because the guy was really looking at what were the traffic patterns of the day and where were the busiest corners, and he wanted to make sure that, his message was, had as the best visibility, that it was frequently seen by all the motorists going by to create this opportunity. So it was such a great story, but I couldn't help to think we live in the greatest opportunity as marketers. We live in the greatest opportunity for marketing, I think, in the history of forever, because of how wide and deep the internet is right now. I mean, if you think about it, we can actually, right now, we can create strategic virtual street corners and put up our own digital signs based on the daily web traffic and social network behaviors to make sure that our message can be seen and heard by specifically the right people. And I just think that's amazing when we think about what's available with Facebook marketing, as well as mobile and contextual marketing, Google AdWords, all of the different tools that allow us to, create these digital signs and virtual street corners, to create new marketing opportunities for our businesses and our organizations. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And the cost is so low. I mean, I think about, right now for about $8, about the cost of what it would cost you to go to Chick-fil-A and order your lunch, number one chicken sandwich with cheese, fries. Of course, I'm not eating that because I'm trying to lose some weight. But yeah, for less, for $8, you can reach 1,000 unique people on social media, especially in Facebook right now. That is so cheap. Are you kidding me? Do the math. Let's expand that out. What about $80? 10,000 people could see your message, could see your virtual sign, your digital sign on your virtual street corner, and you're not limited. Your sign's not going to get taken down by the sign police, because you're going to comply with the rules and the guidelines of the platform that you're advertising on. And then spread that out amongst what $800, 100,000 people, 100,000 unique people for $800. That is so dirt cheap. Are you kidding me? If the summer is is one of the busiest seasons for travel, for real estate, and I think about the banking industry and food and vacation rentals. If you're a business right now and you are not sinking a huge amount of marketing dollars in mobile, digital, geo-targeting, retargeting, you are missing the greatest opportunity right now. I mean, it is absolutely a gold mine, right this minute, today. And the great thing is it can change on the fly. If you get a new product or if you get a new service that you offer, you can change out that creative. It's not like the days of the newspaper where, if your ad went in, you were stuck with it. You couldn't retract, you couldn't change it out. So, I mean, with digital, you can really make split decisions on the fly and truly impact and reach the right people at the right time, at the right place. It's really an incredible opportunity. And I go back to, so many people come to me and they ask, what do you talk about when you're talking about retargeting? Well, what I'm saying with that is if you're going to spend $8 or $80 or $800 and you're going to drive people to your landing page or your website for whatever your call to action is, maybe they're not ready to make that decision the first time they come to your website or to your landing page. So maybe they need to see that one more time on another platform or another website. So retargeting is that technology that basically places what's called a cookie on the browser, whether it's your mobile device, your tablet, your laptop, whatever it is that you're using to reach the website. It uses that and then triggers that ad and displays that ad again in the sidebar or across the top of the website or in the app that you're visiting or accessing on your phone. And so it's almost like making sure that the virtual back door is closed. I mean, that's another thing. If you're going to spend any amount of dollars, why wouldn't you make sure that you have that closed loop so that your marketing dollars are truly a full circle, a life circle, digital life circle for that potential consumer or customer that you're trying to reach. So, I mean, it's really not rocket science, but it is understanding that, the fact of the matter is we spend so much time on these devices. And before we make a major purchase decision, or in some cases, any purchase decision, I don't care if we're going to, buy a bike or, we're going to buy a blender. We're going to search and we're going to go to Google and we're going to ask our friends and we're going to visit various websites, whether it's Target, IKEA, or whatever. But that is the kind of behavior that I'm talking about. That's the kind of target audience profile creation that as digital marketers, we have the ability to create that. And when I'm talking about this target audience, I'm talking about, really creating this ad so that the stake is placed strategically in the perfect virtual street corner so that the greatest amount of eyeballs and the best amount of eyeballs, if you were like, man, if this person, this man, this woman, this young person, this 27-year-old, single mom, all of the different demographic information that you wanted to try to put together, household income with over 150,000 and whatever that demographic information is that you want to make sure fits the perfect profile for your audience. And that's what we're talking about for $8 to reach 1,000 people. I mean, that is insanity. So that's really, I'm just really fired up. Tomorrow I definitely want to talk about what you can do when someone lands on your page and you have a form, what happens after they fill out the form, because that's key. When you drive them to your traffic, when you have the perfect digital sign set on the perfect virtual street corner, what happens next? Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Digital Appetizer on your virtual lunch and learn. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm with Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.